Hello everybody, this is Surf, and today, well, a while ago actually, Stoneworks has upped its player count and its sort of capacity on what it can hold more and more and more. And every time they expand it, they're back at capacity lickety split. However, with all that going on and with the massive influx of new players over the past weeks, I decided it would be a good thing to make a new player's sort of guide for anyone who is confused or is just finding the community and wants to do their thing. So, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we're going to dive right on in. Unlike the last videos I've done, this video has 4 parts. The Discords, the Wikis, entering the server, and lastly, beginner's politics. I think all of that's pretty self-explanatory. So starting with the Discords, you're going to need to know all of the major Discords that get used, such as the Stoneworks Discord and the Guilds Discord, where the mappers and the historians are mainly. For any basic level functioning on Stoneworks, you're basically going to need those 2 servers, links in the description, of course. And in there, you're going to want to look through the, if you're just finding the community and you're not part of the server, look through the announcements, the personal announcements slash denouncements, the national announcements, the national discussion. Sort of see what's going on, see where you want to include yourself. Familiarize yourself with the recent happenings, the major happenings of the server. From there, you're going to want to go to the old character creation, which can be found at the bottom, like at the very bottom of the main Stoneworks vanilla Minecraft Discord. And it's not the most bottom one, but if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see it. You'll see it on the lower half of your screen, most likely, according to your screen size. And the next thing you're going to want to do after you've sort of got a little character for yourself, it's a world building server, it's a role play server, so you're going to want to make your own person, you're going to want to make your own character, get into character, the works. And so after that, you're going to want to find a good nation, and you're going to want to read through the nation adverts, the religion adverts, see what interests you, see what aesthetic interests you. You want to be like a samurai kind of person, there's Plagatia. You want to be like a Viking or something, there's Vanshur. You want to be a pirate, there's Barbarossa. These are all Eldham examples. Rathnir options are available, of course. And once you find one you like, you're going to want to sort of... you can talk to the leaders. That nobody has like closed DMs or ask the DMs sort of things going on. No one's private. So you can talk to whoever you want. You can see what you like. If the leaders are communicative and friendly, you can just pop right in. And now you've bing bong boom, you've got your own nation if you didn't want to make one on your own. Once you've sort of found yourself a nation and are in there, you're going to want to look through the nation's announcements itself once you get the citizen role, or if it allows you to view the announcements without getting the citizen role, and seeing what's going on with them, seeing what they are all about, how they talk to each other, if there's a crisis going on, or if there's a massive boom in population going on, the good, the bad, get a big old feel for it. And outside of the whole nation that you chose in and of itself, you're going to want to diversify what you're doing. Because a lot of people just live in their own sort of existence. They farm, they mine, they build, Minecraft, basic Minecraft stuff. But this is a world building server, and there's nations and everything going on. And you're going to want to get out there, or I think you should get out there and help people. So in like the event that your nation goes under, you're not left high and dry with a pile of ashes and a new overlord. You've got more things to look into. I've got personal experience with this. My nation Grand Francia lost the war with Drukyal, and now we're vassalized with Drukyal. But I don't despair. I don't cuss or get angry or sling mud. I've got other things to do. I can make these videos, and I can help the UNE World Library build the library and collect books. And there's a lot to do. There's a lot to be done. It's a bright new day, and ambitions don't cease just because, you know. Now moving on to section 2, the wikis. Here you're going to want to look through the main categories, see what it's like. This is where the entirety of the history of Stoneworks, both Rathnir and Eldham, are located, or at least what people bothered to record on their own initiative. And there's a lot there. There's a ton there. I'd look through the Chronicles of Rathnir first and the Chronicles of Eldham. I'll provide a link, of course, to the wiki homepage for your ease of access. And you can sort of search through, and there's a day-by-day of every event that has sort of happened, or people's bothered to record. And in that wiki, there is a players section. And so if you are keen on writing your own character, a backstory for your character, you can just go into the character category or the players category and start a new wiki page for that within the category. There's like a button for it to create a page within the category and write your own thing out. Provide pictures if you want, as much of a backstory as is convenient for you. Also, the wiki is particularly good for any historians or librarians in the community. It serves as a great place to start researching. If you found a topic that interests you, the first place you want to look is the wiki, particularly if it already happened and it's in the past. The wiki is the number one place to go. Third section, entering the server. If you're watching this video, you've probably already entered the server, but I'll give you a pass this time. This one time, I'll give you a pass. So, you're going to want to start building your nation or joining and contributing to the one you have already joined. Personally, I think joining is recommended. I put a little tidbit on the late stage Rathnir video on how it's sort of impossible for you to get independence without going through a massive war, and if it's just you by yourself, that's not really viable. So I recommend starting with another nation instead of making your own, and just see where you can go from there. And when you've got your nation, communicate with the leaders that are already present therein. Make your presence known. Be active. Be active in the Discord as well as on the server as much as you can within reason. Let them know you care. Let them know that you're in it for them, and they'll appreciate that, and they'll really sort of gain trust in their eyes for you. Next, it's basically imperative that you tell the nation leader that you're there. Around the time I'm recording this video, there have been a lot of talk about squatters all around sort of both Rathnir and Eldham. And what a squatter is in this context is someone who makes a claim, starts a house, sort of makes a town, a settlement, and does not tell the nation leader that they're there. And a true squatter would have no intention of joining the nation in the first place. You just want to be independent in your claim and do your own thing. And most nation leaders, or most nations generally, aren't keen on that. They want you to be under them. And so I recommend not being a squatter and just joining the nation. Let them know you're there, and they won't mess with you whatsoever. Responsibilities within nations are usually pretty light until there's a war, and then they're like, please get on and help us out. But that's really as much as it comes to. So just tell them you're there. Just tell them you're there. It will go a long way and be much more convenient. Now you're going to want to set up. Once you're in your nation and you've got your citizen roles in the Discord, you're going to want to set up. And this is the most basic thing. This is the most common sense thing of the entire video. Just get your kits, get your diamonds, get your gold, make some money, build your house. You want to live in a town? Go live in a town. You want to start your own town in the nation? They wouldn't be opposed to it, trust me. They would not be opposed to more towns, more places. It just shows the prestige of that particular nation having high populations and high development nationwide. Now moving on to the last part, beginner's politics. And this is sort of where the intensiveness is going to come in. If you wanted to get power, if you wanted to get well-known throughout the server, you're going to want to enter politics. And this is sort of where it all lies. You're going to want to participate in the discords. You're going to want people to get familiar to seeing your name in the chat. You're going to want to read their announcements within the server. Make sure you understand what's going on within the server and read the announcements in the global server, the main Stoneworks vanilla server. So you have a great understanding, or the most amount of understanding you are able to have from an outside perspective on the international game. And you're going to want to chat with the players in just everywhere, honestly. If you're a citizen, there's no consequences to just talking to whoever you want, provided you're not like scheming against the nation to like betray them or whatever. And you're going to want to make friends. There's going to be a lot of people on the server. There's like 200 people alone on Eldham. That's like the cap, and then it's always just slightly above that for the people with bypass, are always just sort of breaking the ceiling. You know, and you're gonna want to make friends. You're gonna want to get some people you're really cool with, and make some nice friends, and start forming your network, the people that you know and the people that you have good relations with. And whilst you're talking to everyone and getting people used to seeing your name in the chat, you're gonna want to actually do things. Combine the walk with the talk, you know, and start building projects. Help other people with their projects. If your nation needs roads, help them with that. I think Rathnir has pretty much wrote it all up, but Eldham, there are a lot of places, a lot of nations still need roads going through, and that is a big help, especially for historians and everyone, people who just like to wander. Nomads love roads. Let me tell you what, that you can take it from me. You can take it from me. Also, you can use your international ties to help with other people's sort of projects, mainly international projects. Sometimes it gets kind of sticky if you just go over to another nation and try to help them with their thing, like a neighboring nation. I recommend something like the UNE, for example, the United Nations of Eldham, just because it's a conglomeration of effort throughout the world, and that's sort of what it's made for. That's what it was invented for people to cooperate across nation lines. And so that's the most viable option for Eldham anyway. But I'm sure more opportunities will come for you listener than what I am listing out here. Also, chat with people that message you in your DMs regarding Stoneworks. Let people get to know you, or at least your character that you've created for this whole thing. And so with you getting your name out there and building projects here and building projects there, inside the nation, outside the nation, around the world, making friends, making connections, you're going to want to start thinking about positions in your local government. Maybe it starts with just the province level. If you are a big enough nation and your provinces have their own Discord channels, start there and then work your way up to the nation level. Be like a governor or a mayor or a leader within your nation. And then that's when your name starts getting to the next level, because that's how you get your name out there. You're in charge of things. People are hearing you talk. They're following your orders. That's sort of how it goes. And there's really no way around it. Like, unless you're like a map maker or doing something really meta, the only way to get your name out there in the big time is by taking that power, you know what I'm saying? And with this, you can hone your in real life skills. Do you need help public speaking? Do you need help organizing things? This will help you like really practice for that in a big way, particularly if you aren't opposed to voice chat in any way. You can talk to people in a real person-to-person manner, which will always help. But with that being said, that's all I gotta say. Let me know what you think. Did I leave anything out? Would any additional information be helpful to you? I want to know if I left anything big out. So let me know. Comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will be back next time with, like I promised in the last video, a video on how to conduct revolutions, or a short guide on how to conduct revolutions. I know it's not the next one, like I said, but I think you'll forgive me. Something tells me that you'll forgive me. It'll be fine. We're going to make it through, you and me together.